friends. Hope you're doing well. So, it is September 1st officially. It's 1:31 in the morning here in Nebraska. And so it's officially time to update you on my Stupid Arbitrary goals for the year of 2023. And also my hair looks... Let's get that out of the way. Better. Is it? No, it's doing that like 90s. This is why I wear hats, because I never get my hair the way I want it to look. That'll do. Wow, that looks... it looked really good. I went to the bathroom before this, and I was like, my hair looks pretty good, let's roll a video. And then I get here and put the headphones on, and it just looks dumb. I'm never happy with how my hair looks. That's not here or there, though. Let's get on to the video. So, if you're new here, I, every year, set a bunch of stupid arbitrary goals to try to achieve throughout the year. They're very difficult, and that's kind of the point, is to try really hard at stuff to be a little better than I would otherwise, Anyway, so the goals for this year are 100 hours of hockey skill practice, ride 2,460 miles on bikes. I have 4 functional training goals that I'm wrapping all together. I have 2 Apple Watch goals that I'm wrapping together. Call those both like cluster goals. So it's like if I do more of one, I could do less of the other. That makes sense. Read 50 books, take my dog Bear on 50 park adventures. I have 75 unique experiences, a set of business goals, take and finish 50,000 photos, because I'm a photographer, that's my day job, and create 500 pieces of content, aka YouTube videos. So, how are we doing on the goals this month? This month was actually the best month, and we got 7% overall completion, which means 7% of the year's worth of goals were completed within the month of August, which is the highest so far. The next best highest was 5.84%, and if you keep a track at home, I gotta do about 8% a month to hit 100%. So 7%, pretty close to par, so to speak. But again, these goals are turning out to be a lot harder than I thought they would be when I started. So let's get down to brass tacks. Hockey practice, I'm at 2,140 minutes, which is about 35%. For bike miles, I'm at 857, which is another 35%. My functional training goals, which are, pull them up here, 50,000 kettlebell ballistic movements, or reps of kettlebell ballistics, 50 hours of loaded carries, this was intimate time with my lady friend, because that counts as training, according to Henry Cavill, and a couple other ones. Jason Momoa also says that's how he trains. 100 hours of club and mace swinging, and 100 hours of mobility work. So those are the functional goals, and I'm at 18.98%. So that was a bump of like 5% from last month. Then we got the Apple Watch goals, which is 3 million steps and 500,000 active calories. Some combination of those two. I'm at 60% there, so pretty close to on par there on that one. Read 50 books. I got 23 so far this year, so a little behind, but not super behind. Take the dog on 50 adventures. We're at 34, which actually puts us ahead by 1%. Killing it with that one. It's been a little nicer here in Nebraska, so we went for a couple walks this last 2 weeks or so. Unique experiences. This is the one that rocketed up. I'm at 51 unique experiences out of 75, which puts me at 68% completion, or again, ahead of schedule. So that's two goals this month are ahead of schedule to start the month, which is awesome, because so far this year we haven't had many that were ahead of schedule. The business goals are at 14.42%. That one is not doing hot at all, which I'm realizing it's just very difficult, and I've also been very broke this year, which is, it's hard to do the business goals of investing in yourself and paying off your debt when you're broke a lot. And so it's like, anyway, Then let's see, take and finish 50,000 photos. I'm at 23,294, so almost at 50%. There's a couple big jobs still to come this year that will hopefully be, be 1,000 photos by themselves. But it's like I'd have to have 25 jobs in the next 3 months that have 1,000 photos to hit that goal. So that means I'm gonna have to start doing some photo walks or something, figuring out some way to, oh boy, that hair, figuring out some way, that's worse. I should just not look at the monitor. Figuring out some way to generate a lot of photos, and I'm not sure what that's gonna be, but I'm gonna make an honest effort at it. And then finally create 500 pieces of video content, YouTube videos. Basically, I'm not counting client work, although maybe I should. And I've been thinking about that for next year. It's like video editing takes up so much time, and I don't know. I should be prioritizing that because it's like what makes me the most money. So I should figure out some way to incorporate that as like a carrot for me to be like get excited about, like, oh, jobs, let's go work, because that's where I make all my real money, is shooting photos and making videos for other people. Anyway, yeah, that's at 125. I made 125 YouTube videos this year, which, if you think about it, like, that is so much content. Like, because one of the channels is like a white noise channel, so it's hard to be like, it's this many hours of content, because it's a lot, because I made like at least 10 videos that were, 10-hour long, all night white noise videos. But even just like the ASMR, even if you just took these ASMR videos, like, it's a lot of content. Like, it's, more content than most YouTubers make an entire year on just one channel, and I have like 6 channels. Granted, I don't work on all of them very hard. I did start one for my Warhammer hobby. I got into Warhammer this last month. So if you want to follow along with that, just Google Grimdark Sandwich is what I'm calling it, and you can follow on my Warhammer journey. I'm not sure how far I'll take that, but I like making videos, and it's kind of neat to have that kind of diary of when you started something, and I'm pretty into it. It's kind of my hyperfixation right now, so I think it'll stick around at least for a little bit. And so I think it'll be interesting if I'm still doing Warhammer in 10 years to be able to go back and be like, oh, look at this. Look at when I was, look when I got my first sets and I built my first guys. But it's been a fun hobby. So yeah, those are the goals for the year. That's where I'm at. Overall, I've got a 41.81% completion rate, and we are 66 and some change, 66 point decimals percent of the way done with the year. So we're behind by 25%. So I said on August 1st, I was like, I need to step up this month. I think I did, and I think I still have room to step up a little harder. And I've kind of found some stratagems that work. I did on my birthday. I was like, I'm just doing new experiences. Ended up having like a 1% day just in one. And so it's like, okay, I could do a couple more days like that, this next month. If I, like, what if I just did a photo day where I went and just made a bunch of photos, or a video day? Because I've got like 10 or so videos that I've shot for the white noise channel that, like, I just need to edit them, which won't take that long. It's more just the rendering takes forever. But I could set it up and then be like, okay, computer, you do the work. And then I could go, like, I'm leaving town this month at the end of the month, so maybe I'll set up a bunch of them to all render while I'm out of town, and I'll have 3 days to just do all that work. And then I'll just, have more concentrated effort to take photographs. And I have so many ASMR YouTube video ideas. I have all this stuff that I've like collected that I'm like, oh, that'd be great for ASMR. And I have a lot of ideas for my Warhammer channel, and I still have like a camera guide channel, which I haven't uploaded anything to in forever. But I have a lot of ideas for that, and it's just like, okay, like I think what would be great, and I've said this so many times, it's like if I just got like a big paycheck and was like, I'm not doing anything for the next month, I'm just gonna try to make videos and see what happens. But I think that's just not realistic. I just have to start stealing time and putting stuff out there, and because it's like, once, if I could build it, because right now YouTube makes me a couple $100 a month, and it's like my bills and everything for me and the girlfriend and the lifestyle we lead, and we need somewhere in the neighborhood of about $3,000, and that covers, entertainment, that covers all the bills, that covers the rent, that covers, our cars, our gas, all that stuff, about $3,000. And it's like, that it's not that far off. If you think going, $0 to $1 is the hardest part, and then going, $1 to $100, it was like going from $10 to $100 was actually pretty easy, and going $100 to like $400 or $500 also didn't feel like that much of an effort. So theoretically, going $400 to $4,000 shouldn't be, it should just be more steady increases, and it does feel kind of exponential sometimes. So I think it's just like a couple videos with that white noise. It's like most of the money comes from just a few videos, and if you think about it that way, it's like one piece of content really could change your life in that sort of sense. And so it's kind of a numbers game, and along with intelligent guessing. But yeah, so I think getting some more videos in, and just having fun with the process, which I've been having a lot of fun doing it. And that's, I think, more than anything, if you try to take on doing this, you need to have set goals that are like fun to do and like challenge you, and you're like excited to work on. Because it's like, I'm excited to like do hockey practice stuff, but like some days I'm just like sore and tired, but I still do it because it's fun, and I'm like, oh, I'm a little tired, and so I just don't get as much as I wanted to. But then some of the goals can be a bit of a slog sometimes, like 2,000 miles. That's a lot, I'm realizing. Like, it is and it isn't. Because it's like last year it was like 1,000 miles and I did it, and I was like, yeah. And this year it's like, I probably could have already been at 1,000 miles if I was trying a little harder at it. But like, I'm at 857, which is crazy. Like last year it took me to December to get to 1,000, and I'm already almost at 900 by the end of August. Like, so you could see how that push to do a challenge goal, and like that is fun, and that gives me the dopamine, and it spikes, and I'm excited about it. And it gives me something to talk about, so I can be held accountable to you lovely folks, and try to do my best. So that's where I'm at. I think this month I'm gonna really try to focus on making videos, because I've kind of been not doing that the last couple months very well. It's not that I haven't been doing good videos, I guess it's just more like I haven't just been sitting my ass in the chair and doing the work. And so I need to get my head around doing video work, because it's like I get client video work now. I've been doing a lot of client video work, and it's like there's mental blocks. And I think if I can get more comfortable, so to speak, in the editing software, it's not that I don't know how to do it, but just like being something about like when I'm in Lightroom, which is a photo editing app, I spend so much time in it, and that it's just, I sit down and I turn it on, and I can knock out 500 photos in like an hour, which coincidentally is what I call about a good day, because if I can do 500 photos, I feel like I got a good amount done. And then, like, that's, most days, that's like I edited a whole shoot, and so it's like, great, like, that's processed, that's out the door. You did a job, today. We'll call it that. And so it's like, if I could get, because I can edit video pretty quickly once I get over the mental hurdle. But every time I have a video project, there's mental hurdles, and it takes me sometimes weeks to get over them. But then once I like sit down and get my ass in the chair and feel comfortable and the imposter syndrome melts out, then I can, I get that video done just as fast. And, my videos aren't the best videos in the world. My business partners are better. One of them, anyway, is better at editing videos because he's very meticulous, and he loves the revision, and he loves that process process, and I'm more of a like, here it is, it's together, like, and then you get client notes, and you're like, no, I don't want to do it, even if the notes are like, that would make it better. I don't want to go, because then the mental blocks start again, and it's like I feel like once it's out the door, I'm like, that's out the door. I don't have to think about that anymore. And then it comes back, and then the mental blocks are back, and you're like, shit. So like, especially when there's like a gap between when I deliver it and when I get the revision, it's because like I thought that was done, and so I think that's why I don't enjoy video projects as much. And so I think maybe that's why I enjoy ASMR, because I just sit down, I hit record, and I talk, and this is it. I don't have to edit anything really. I just put it in, and I cut a little bit on the ends, and then add some fades, crossfades, boom, render, upload, done, and some color. But yeah, I don't know. Feels good to talk about it. Probably should get a therapist. I know I need a therapist. I've been broke, and I can't afford one. And especially now that I started playing Warhammer, I definitely can't afford one. Warhammer is my therapy. It is now. It's fun. I love Warhammer. It's great. I've been having a blast with it. Anyway, yeah, that's all I got today. So I'm gonna go edit this and then get back to client work, because this is kind of the busy season. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna keep making videos for you, lovely folks, because I like doing it. I like you. I want you to fall asleep to my sultry voice. Sultry, the right word. I don't know how I would describe my own voice. A lot of people tell me, like, I didn't think you would sound like that based off how you look. And so I'm like, I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but thank you. I'm going to choose to accept it as one, because I don't know how else to take that. So, yeah, that's all I got today. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you have set goals for the year and you're crushing them. And if not, we are in the fourth quarter of 2023. Set some goals for the next 3 months. 2-3 goals, stretch goals. So let's see what you can do with the last 3 months of the year. Let's make it a good year.